This channel's mission is to challenge the Vietnam orthodoxy through reference to primary sources. Much of what you know about the Vietnam War is either incomplete or false. Please consider supporting this channel and its mission through Patreon. The link is in the description. A PAVN main force, commonly known as NVA regiment, had an authorised strength of 2,200 troops. Each regiment was composed of three 550-man battalions, a 75mm recoilless rifle company, an 82mm mortar company, a 12.7mm anti-aircraft machine gun company, and company-sized medical, engineer, transportation and signals elements. NVA uniforms between 1964 and 1966 were tan khaki. Olive drab green was gradually introduced from 1966, but like the lighter American and AVN uniforms, the colour faded over time. The uniform shirts had two pleated pockets, which closed with a pointed flap, and a sweatshirt was issued for cold weather. The trousers were adjusted with buttons at the waist and had two side and one rear pocket. The trouser belts had an aluminium buckle. Standard headgear was a sun helmet made from phenolic, a plastic impregnated cardboard. A jungle boot was issued, but the boots could not withstand the conditions and terrain, and sandals, improvised from old tyres, were often used as replacements. A wide variety of equipment was issued depending on what was available at the time, with Chinese or Eastern Bloc equipment most numerous. The equipment belt was made of canvas and had a square aluminium belt buckle, which individual soldiers sometimes painted red. Officers were issued a leather belt with a different buckle. A canteen pouch and grenade pouches were attached to the equipment belt, and officers would add a pistol holster and spare magazine pouch. Two types of canteen were issued. The most common was a Chinese copy of a Japanese World War II canteen, which was aluminium and painted olive drab. A typical pouch held two stick-type grenades, though pouches with larger capacities were also used. Ammunition was carried in a Chinese rig. The AK-47 rig, sometimes called a chest pouch, had 3 magazine pouches and 4 pockets for boxed cartridges, while the SKS rig had 10 pouches for ammunition in stripper clips. An Eastern Bloc AK-47 ammunition pouch was also sometimes used, which held 4 or 5 magazines. A rucksack with a central compartment and 3 external pockets was issued, while RPG gunners were issued a rucksack that held 3 rounds and their booster charges. A thin rain poncho was also issued. NVA infantry would typically be equipped with the Type 56 assault rifle, a Chinese copy of the Soviet AK-47. The Type 56 used a powerful 7.62mm by 39mm M43 cartridge in a 30-round magazine. Its reliability allowed it to operate in even the most challenging conditions. Infantrymen could also be issued the RPD 7.62mm light machine gun, which used a 50-round drum magazine. Officers carried a Type 54 pistol, which was a license-built version of the Soviet Tokarev TT-33. Units were also equipped with the RPG-2 rocket launcher, an anti-tank weapon which was also effective against fortified positions. The launcher could fire an 82 or 90mm warhead, with an effective range of approximately 150 meters. The RPG-2 was known as the B-40 rocket by anti-communist forces. Infantrymen carried 3 to 5 Chinese Type 67 stick grenades, and each man was equipped with an entrenching tool. These tools were used frequently, as main force commanders would usually order their men to dig fighting positions for any march halt that lasted more than 2 hours.